Test.
Of zo.
Wat er nog maar in de was, moet je doen. Bedankt.
Okay, here we are. Morning session. Let's do this. Ben ik alleen? Ik dacht niet wist. Hoe de mensen niet meer dat ik bezig ben. Zoals nou, hè? Hoe? Mijn camera, mijn ding gaat paper. Speciaal, hè? Dat was een stukje heen. Okay, dus wat is er gebeurd? So what happened this week? Like I said, previous day, once we were chopping around here, that this was the first time that we broke that structure. Not that week, but this was actually the one. And this was that move that we took. Here we hit that 60 level. And now the dump. Good morning, everyone. So that was a clear movement down. Yesterday, I see that we had, I believe that was more than 500 points that we moved down. Woof! That was 1,000-point move down. Who took this move yesterday? Hope some of you got into that short. So, if we watch this full move, I'll explain again why this little move to the upside was not the retest, and this was actually the first retest of this move down, that break of structure that we had. A few days ago, once we were actually at this level, one of the students said that she wanted to short continuously because she thought this was that retest, but this was the wick and here was the body close. So only when this level closed, we made a full break of structure. So we had a break of structure here, and this was actually the upside move of this down move. So if we take down our FIB tool, you can draw and see that we actually hit that 60 level one more time, and now we actually had a full flush. I've seen we taken out this low right here. That was a data low, first of all, so they always come take it out. Now, for me, it looks like we're heading way lower. I don't see us holding much strength anymore. So the next areas that we could hit to is actually 21,000. So that's a huge dump again. That's another 4,000, 5,000 points that we go down. And we're probably going for this gap right here. That's exactly a 62 level. So why do I think this? First of all, this was a weekly movement to the upside. The same here. We had this break of structure to the upside, and we never retested this level. So if we're starting to fall further down, we're heading for this level on a weekly base to retest and then move further up. Monthly is showing the same movements, and this is also the same move of a monthly. Actually, here was the first break of structure for a monthly. So if this was the break of structure for that month. So if this monthly keeps going, we could even fall further because this was actually the monthly break of structure, and 50 level is actually at that wick. So we will only know at that point once we get to that 60, 70 level on a weekly basis what the monthly afterwards will do. We're not yet looking at the monthly, we're just looking at the weekly because the daily just broke its full structure. Because this is a candle close beneath it, no matter what it is. It's about, how many points? That's 100, almost 200 points under that wick. That's for me a close. If some of you got that move down, congratulations. That was definitely a nice move. You all know for me, anybody that knows or is in the Discord, I said to you guys that I would not trade yesterday. There were a few reasons why. First of all, I had a shitty garage, really. Not a very fun place to be. He had me be patient for 3 days before the pieces came to. Once he started on it, he wanted me, I believe he wanted me to tell him it was okay that he didn't fix it correctly. Actually, I didn't. It cost me a little bit of money for repairing, around 500 euros. And the end conclusion was I first paid actually the facture, and then actually he came to me to say to me that it's probably not fixed. I was not really happy. And instead of saying it's only going to take 3 hours, he said to me it's going to take at least 3 days to fix it. Now, I didn't have any trust in that guy anymore because, yeah, he said he would fix it, and actually he didn't. Because just one bolt he couldn't get loose. It was a little bit not straight, and he wanted to fix it. He didn't. So he wanted me to say it was okay. He didn't get it out. For me, it was like, okay, you're the mechanic, so you should fix it. And yeah, he did. So always happy, always okay. But I believe that will be a very short trip that we will take this time. Luckily, actually, the good thing is that we were here before in this area, actually, exactly at the same place about 4 years ago. We stranded here with our Bedford, our older camper, our previous one. And we were here because our brakes back then didn't work completely correctly. We let them fixed in Portugal, and they didn't do something not great. So we stranded here, and there was actually a garage here with a person that actually knows his job very good. He does it with love. You can actually feel it when you come inside. He actually does it with love. Now, we went there, and he actually immediately. We actually went first into the bar with the lady that actually makes the factures, and she said no, he doesn't have time, he's fully booked, he's really not got any time to even look at it. No, he doesn't. Now at that point, actually, he just drove in with another car, so he watched like us, and he was like really remembering us, we who we were, because we stood there for more than a week even on his parking lot. Yeah, so he actually remembered us, and he was very friendly. He immediately went with us and took a look at the van, and he actually mentioned to us they actually fixed the wrong part. So the thing that they wanted to fix was actually not even the reason why we stopped. So I was like, seriously, guys, we actually paid like 500 bucks for the fuck, because he didn't even fix the right part. So he watched it, and he was very honestly, and he said to me, I will not drive 2,000 kilometers with that. It's not possible. You need to look for somebody to fix it. So okay. I said, do you have time? He said, not before New Year, so it will be a short trip. He said it was allowed to drive at least 600-700 kilometers back home, but he said it was not allowed to keep driving for 3,000 kilometers. He would not recommend it. Now the good thing is I know what's wrong with the van. The not good thing is it's gonna take at least 3 to 4 days, and we live in it, so we can actually not. Yeah, just because I have a dog and a cat with me, also, it's not easy to go to a hotel for a week with a cat and a dog. They don't always appreciate it, especially it's a German Shepherd, so it's not like a very small one. But except for that, okay, we're all good, so we still live, we can do. So that was the reason why I didn't trade yesterday. Just let you guys know. Now, for trading today. So you can see we are really normal people, and we have the same stuff that you all have in life. Those okay, today for trading, what will the market do? It's been choppy a bit, like I see. But we're sideways. We'll take a look at the hourly, what it's doing. Yeah, this is after a 1,000-point move, pretty normal. Asia did nothing. Well, we have a small retracement back up. But if we start moving lower again, Yeah, my idea, if we hit lower again, that this will be our target, 23,005. There's not so much. I'll move soon. There's not so much place anywhere in between. Yeah. There was some equal lows right here that we could maybe sweep first before going to another direction. So that's around that 24,000 level, just a bit below it. But otherwise, if we go flushing, we probably go a whole lot lower. Die zit er niet hier. Ik ga je nu deze houden, vriend, anders. Typisch. Oh nee, gaat er al die plaatsen. Can you hear me actually? Yeah, Emily. Hey. Sst. Ja, exakt. Ik mag dat vergeten bij de huid dan, hè. Weet oh ja. Is dat nog niet ver genoeg toch eruit? Alleen als het serieus is, Okay, great. Thank you for responding. You can hear me. Hey! Sa! Nee. Shh. That's loud, my friend. Ik had wel zien dat ik het uitgeroepen. Zoiets. So we're not with a lot in the stream. I believe people are still sleeping. It's Friday. Nonetheless, let's take a look if we can find anything for an entry. So this was a retest, so we definitely made a new break of structure. So this was a low, so here was that break. So if we have some kind of up movement, you can see this to that 50 level, so just above this high, we probably go short again. So if we have an up movement, I will not take it higher than 24,005 to be sure that we stay under that 50 level. This would be my first TP if we go up. Again, it's just because we are trading against that major trend right now, so it looks like the market just wants to go up, flushing down. It doesn't look like it wants to recover anytime fast. It's been 8 hours sideways again, so this was the move from yesterday. This was the break to the downsides. This is the 50 level. So anything up here to that 70 to 60 level, once we stay at that level, I definitely want to take a look if we can have a rejection off of it and then short. But in that time, let's see if we can get first to those highs, or that market just wants to continue flushing down. We already take out previous day low, so the previous day low is done. So this is no more an issue for us. Morning, Veerle. Zonnetje? So yesterday we had a retest, Veerle, for what you wanted to see. So, like I said previous time that you said here, you believe that this was the retest. Look, this was the break of structure, the real break, and this was the retest of it, of this full move. This was that 60 level, like I said, we could hit. And then now, yesterday we had that move down. I hope some of you actually got this move. I was not behind the charts. I did not see actually any movements. Now we made a new full break of structure right here. So any movement up will have a retracement to around that 50 level. I would definitely by looking for profits at this first TP right here. There's a few liquidity pools that we can hit to. So that would be 24,400. So that's about 300 points up. Definitely a clean move, 200 points. I will not be patient until that 50 level to take profits. Definitely not. Especially not after a 1,000-point move down. But let's be patient and see if the market actually wants to push it in one of either direction right now. We can all see that we have been sideways for a few hours. We did take, that is a 200 point, 140 points. So it's definitely tradable, but it's a bit of choppiness. Here we came into a 4-hour value gap, so we got rejected of this. So if we swing out the lows again, it's possible. Before heading up to that second, for that first TP, that would be this one for me. The high of that 4-hour candle. That's my main idea that we could hit to, because previous day low has already been taken. Not much liquidity right here. Only thing is Asia is still here. So if London wants to take out Asia, there is a possibility too that we come to that first TP. So if you want to know what happened yesterday, I said that in the beginning of the stream, so just rewind it. You can watch it. Not gonna explain it again. Was not the best feeling that I had, especially if I need to start trusting people again, because this was not really something that I want to see happening. We keep smiling, but it will be a short trip for us, so be back home sooner than I actually wanted to be home. Because normally I was gonna overwinter in a warm land. Did somebody trade yesterday? If you did, what did you take? I'm gonna take a look. I think I can help you guys guide it. What kind of economic news do we have today? We just had some at 8 o'clock UK retails, so that was positive actually for the market. We have a lot of red folders today. 9:30 we have red folder. We got again a red folder at 10, so we got a lot of in London's time. The Fed is speaking again at 2:30, at 3, at 2:45, and at 3 they're speaking, so that will definitely shake up the market a bit too. So we're just, again, sideways. Not much to see about this movement. Look, we're just ranging in this small box. Let's take a look what if ES is more clear to see what the market wants to do. Is there a question? Okay. I did not my account Tuesday, but yesterday I saw I could take a trade. I don't know how it's possible. Can you tell me how you got given the account back? Veerle? Can you tell me what trade you took or what happened actually? Because yeah, out of this context, I saw I could take a trade. Don't know how that's possible. I have the same thing as Vele. Emily, I had the same thing. I have the same thing as Vele. So you both. Okay, so you both gave an account. That's okay. That's just. This is the learning curve, guys. This is why we just give $50 for something instead of a 2K. Okay, so you all are doing that continuation. So let's set up some to make your belief system grow bigger. I want you to do this. Give me a second. I'll get that spreadsheet. I'll set it fully up. I'll set everything into it. I want you to try this for 30 trades and just do it. I'll do it with you guys. I'll take the same trades that you guys take. All right. But I want you to do this so that you get more trust in yourself. So to let go of a trade, to let it ride better, because something happened. I did not do anything. I went below the could not trade Wednesday evening. Sorry, not correct. Yeah, so what happens in trading? So I'm gonna explain this one too. Maybe this happens. So once you start with a $2,000 starting account and you go to 2,000, say that your first trade you made profit and you made $500 profit. The balance from 2,000 goes actually stays to 2,000, but your starting balance increases. So you start with 50K on an account, and once you made a profit, that goes actually to 50,500. And this balance of 2K is connected to this one then, and not to that 2,000 anymore, to that of 50,000. So once you get back to 50,000, you actually only have 1,500 left. This is what they do. So once you get above 2,000, once you get above the 52,000, and you end up back with that account to 50,000, you actually give back the account, because until you get to 52,000, you stay with a balance of 2,000 that you can go and draw down. Once you get above that 52,000, let's say you get 52,300, your balance increases here by 300. I know it's not fair for the first 2K, but this is how prop firms work. This is maybe what happened. Yeah, this is exactly what happens. Yeah, so I thought that was the point that happened. Until that 52,000, that this is the point. So once you get back to that 50K, you actually gave 2K back to the account, from the account. Yeah, in real life, you should still have the account. So once you made the amount of profit, yeah, good, good. I like the improvements that you guys see for yourself. This is why I'll share this one for a second. I'm gonna make this one up fully for you guys. I want you to take 30 trades, and I'm gonna put the rules inside here that you can take. Follow those rules. Don't enter them unless you have all rules. You can actually get all the rules inside that you see, okay, this is what happened exactly. You can take them then, and then let the market do its thing. If it's not in those rules, and one of the rules are not correctly, you do not enter it. I'm gonna put them in myself, the rules. I'm gonna share this one in Discord. I'll give you guys the link then that you can actually follow it and do it for 30 trades. It's very less. I want you just to do that. So this will eliminate to trade too much. I want also to maybe reduce you guys and trading, how many trades you take. Reduce it to max 2 a day instead of taking 5 or 6 trades, or maybe 3 or 4 trades. Make it less and be more patient until the right one comes, but also there to take them then. Yeah, this will definitely help you guys to understand what. Look, the good thing is you guys already know what you did not correctly. You trade too much, or you maybe get a bit you lost confidence somewhere along the way because some of them didn't go correctly, because it's not easy to trade a style that only gets like a 50 to 60% win rate. And the other thing is, one that I got last night while actually I wasn't trading and came into me was, the market always does what it wants to do. And actually the good thing that I actually felt yesterday was, by a day not trading for me, this also helps for me, of course, I came in that the money that we set actually in is actually, first of all, not real money, and second of all, that this is our product where we trade with. So we are used to work for money, and our brain is not easy separates that. So this is actually psychology, but give me a minute. And once it's not easy to separate it from what it should do, you need to be able to separate your product out of money, because the product is what we do and we need that product to make money. So you cannot see it as money. If you can let go the part that you see a trade as money, then you are there, because what you trade with is not, you cannot see it as money. You have to see it like a product that you sell. You have to see it like if you have a candy store, that you sell actually that candy. So you won't see candy laying around, and say that you have a shop for this kind of products. You will not say that candy is money. You will say it's candy. So this is the same. If you take a trade, it's a trade. It's not money. It's a trade. And this is something we need to adapt to. This is something you need to get separated from for your brain, because it's mentally not easy to do, because we are taught in school 100% differently. And this is the tricky part for trading. Morning, Arjun. Once you can do that, you're actually very far ahead of the curve, because this is the less easiest part to do. And I was not paying attention right now. And if you can do that, you will definitely be able to adapt and make sure that you have more patience, first of all. Second of all, you will be able to let go of a trade, because this is going to be one of the rules that I'm going to set in, and you will have to let go of all your trades, the next coming 30 trades, with not looking at an outcome, just looking that you take good trades for 30 trades on the road, all of them logged into it. I want to see the stuff afterwards. If you break one of the rules, you have to start over. So it's 30 trades the first time. If you have like 15 trades and you broke your rule, the 16th trade, you have to start over again. It's just a learning process. Once you can do that for 30 trades or more, you're there. You can trade it forever, no matter what. So one of the rules will be, there needs to be a break of structure or a change in character. it needs to be above that 50 level percent to enter it. You need to try to take the highest probability trades. It needs to be at least able to take 2 to 3R out of it. No 3Rs, no trades. So there are gonna be some rules on it. I'll put them in completely, and I want you guys to follow it. If you do that and let go of those trades, then you take at least TP, or it will be your stop. There will be no break evens, no matter what. I want you to do those for those 30 trades, and just let the outcome do its thing. The reason why is I don't want you to put that break even is to be able to let go of a trade, because what can help too is to put it into ticks instead of trades. So on your top step account, if you're on it, you can go to settings, and you can go to I believe, let's take a look where this charts and data on settings, and you can put it into ticks, percentages, and points. If you don't want to see the dollar signs on your screen and you don't like it, this is also something you can use to help to get rid of that noise on your screen. Not everybody sees that noise. Some people do. It's just, I don't know what your brain tells you. You know that better than I do, actually. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, trading is it's not an easy game, guys. It is something that is doable, but it's really something that you learn to know yourself in, because once you learn to be okay with what happens, you'll be able to make an easy decision or a clear decision. If we sweep at 9 o'clock, Asia low, and I see a change in delivery, I'm taking a long off of it to those highs. So that would be the max that I can take it to, because we got rejected off of it. We came back, rejected, again rejected. So we're probably going to take out that low right now, and then we could head up. We took all sell side liquidity right now, right here. The market is definitely looking for lower prices. I'm not going to say anything about that one. We had a small opening gap, I see too, so we took out that gap right now. It was here, we had the opening, a little bit down movement, so we just taking this out right here. We're 5 minutes from open, so we're going to be a little bit patient, and then at open we will see what we can take. You don't need to trade a lot. You just need to take clear, good setups and be patient for the right ones to come. Once you have those set and you can take them, you'll be there. But it's really a self-mastery trading. It's a mind game, and this is why it's very important to keep your health up good, to make sure that you eat healthy, to make sure that you are getting a lot of positive influence around you. And that was a good pre-orb again. Oh no, I missed it, right? 8:15, 8:10. No, that was not a good pre-orb. We will get stopped in this one. So 3 minutes still open. Let's see what open brings. If we get some push back up, we can take that one move. 20 seconds still open. Let's see what breaks. So here's open. If I see a shift to the upside, like I said, I'll take a small trade to the upside. I do know we just took out everything, so let me explain why I would trade to the upside too. So here we took out all liquidity. We're in our last FVG right here. So this would be the last move if we see this as a retracement, taking out buy side, sell side liquidity. Or we're gonna take out Asia low one more time and continue up. That would be the best option that we have. Or we're gonna continue up right here. So I'll be patient and see what this market shows me at this point, and then I'm gonna continue that move with it. Same for yes, we took out this liquidity, all of it. We came down to it. We took the last lows. Now, or the market here will change its hand and takes out the upside of the liquidity, all of it. That would mean that we have a small retracement of those 1,000 points move down, what is actually would be very normal actually to see. At this point, I can figure out which ones are going to do good. But I'm taking them all because I am kind of trading on a demo account. Okay. If you know which ones are good, you get there faster, Arjun, by not taking them all and just take the right ones. Because if you take them all and you know it's not going to be a good one, you're going to be longer on a. For me, you're going to be longer on a prop firm account or a demo account. And if you're tired of trading on a demo account, I would actually recommend to trade longer on it until you're okay with it. Because if your mindset is tired of doing certain things, it means that you're doing it correctly. It also means that you are getting a habit onto it, because that point is getting boring. Once it gets boring, this is the time that you actually will increase probabilities and make better decisions. Trading is no fancy stuff. It's actually very boring. Believe me, been here for a couple of years. And it's still tricky, even for my mind sometimes. So this is why traders need to take breaks too. This is one of the reasons why I probably go after New Year's only do one session anymore. I said that before. It takes a lot also out of my energy to trade 2 sessions all the time. It's not easy. Same for me. So we have a 5-minute for value gap just below us. Let's see how we react off this one. At this point, the market still wants lower prices. So if we act of this 5-minute, we'll be just tapping right now. Or we don't. I'll see it in a minute. What happens. This is still open, so want to be a bit more patient. I don't like trading the first 15 minutes of an open. Je bent lief en het is oké. What can also help? I need new rules. Great. Let's set them up together, Arjun. Send me DM. I'll make sure we make something that you can stick to. Let's set up some easy ground rules where you can actually stick to and that you actually feel very comfortable by doing it too. So still an open. I'm still being patient. We just hit a 15-minute gap too, right here. I know, I seen it, but it's still open. Otherwise, that would have been a short, but it's like I said, we're still in open. I can't. So one of the rules that I set up for myself, don't trade open. And you have to stick to it, even though there comes even a target price or an entry model or anything else. If it's open and it's a rule, you cannot do anything about it. You have to let go of it. Thanks, Sergeant. Yeah, we're actually not with a lot here today. I believe one day of not trading made people doubtful if I'm still coming. Yeah, yesterday was actually a very exceptional day. And by the way, I keep remembering everybody, between New Year and Christmas, I'm not trading. So I'm not trading from the 21st to the week to the first, second, actually not either. So it will be the 5th until I trade once more time. So that will be 2 weeks of no trading for me. I will recommend for all of you to do the same. Don't trade those weeks. They're going to be very choppy. I've seen it before. There's not much volume inside of the market then. Just take 2 weeks of break. No charts. I would recommend for all of you to not watch any charts at that point. Take time, do something else except of trading, have some fun, and then restart the new year with a fresh mind and continue doing what you were doing before. But we recommend to stop for 2 weeks just for yourself to reset your brain, get less screen time, a lot less screen time, and make sure that you just keep healthy. It's more important than trading for a week or two, believe me. No. If I'm in a trade before open, I let the trade do its thing. I do not close it. I keep my TP and I keep my stop at the same level. If I'm above, say that I'm getting like the 2R, I will probably take a partial and let my stop do its thing again. My stop does its thing because it's there for a reason. I'm okay with it. We have a good reserve left, but I'm not gonna stop my trade because it's just before open. What could happen that I would do is, if I see a huge news event like CPI or something like that, then I'll definitely put my stop above my entry and not at the stops place. Because if CPI comes and we have like huge news events, we can see like something like this instantly, or a huge spike down and then back up. So, and I don't want to be part of that part. Now, the good thing is for us, if you trade a prop firm, that you actually always get stopped at the right moment. If you ever trade real funds and a live account where actually the money is on the line from yourself, you will have different. So you will have spread. That means if the market starts flushing like 1,000 points with no stop, like this happens, even though your stop is just on that wick and this candle, it's just under here on this wick, and this candle started, it's possible that your stop actually only gets filled right here at 25,000. That means that you dropped another 100 points or plus in spread. That's possible. So this is why news events, if you ever trade live funds, that you have to do a little bit different. But once you get there, let me know. I'll explain how that works too. For now, don't think about it. Just giving you a heads up. So 1 more minute, so we have our open. We probably hit that 5 minutes just below us. If we get a sharp reaction off of it, we're gonna take a long off of this, and if not, we'll see soon enough. I want actually that we could get as low back to this lower part of it that we can, and then from here off, I would love to long back up. But at this point, we're still in that 15 minutes, so we will definitely hit this one right here. I want to see how far we can get this back down and then move further up from there. Because we see the strength in our opening session was definitely here, but we hit that 5 minute right here. We have been going sideways, so still careful what we will do until I see a clear movement in the direction I want to see. We definitely had a nice move up right here, but if we see this as a nice move up, we want to see how do we act once we hit that level. because if we watch this 15-minute, we just got tapped. So if we can enter somewhere on that lower part of it, that would be great. We are trading against the major trend, so taking profits will be the high and will be done. Well, I would actually prefer that we get to the lower part of it. If we do get to the lower part, this is an actually trade that we could take. It's going to be only 36 point stop, so a small stop. But it's the only thing I see right now that we could take. Still, patience is the key for everything. And real life too, guys, by the way. Anybody that has kids know that already. You have to be very patient. They're very nice to have kids, but you still have to be very patient with everything. If you teach them something, it takes a while before something they get and learn it. Oh. So now we hit that 50 level. Like I said, the only thing that I can see is this lower part that we could take, but we didn't take out Asia low. Market still definitely showing strength to the downside. It's going to be a half hour risk that I put into this. So once we get to that tap, I'll take this long. It's going to be a small one. Niet gedulden. This is what I want to see. Again, half hour. 40 points. If it moves without us, it's okay. Just let it go. We take the next one. If it doesn't get my tap, I'm not entering it. Still watching what the market is doing right here. I do believe we will take out the Asia high. So I wanted to see that lower part tap. So in this small area, we actually made a small break of structure. We hit the higher part. So in this leg, it looks like we still want to go lower. So I want to be patient until we hit the lowest part of it. This is why I said I want to see this entry. Not anything higher, right here. And if it moves without us, just let the trade do its thing. Let it play, let it go. That's okay. We always get a new entry. We are here to let the market come to us and we then get our entry. We are never jumping in a market that moves already. We are trading against the major trend, guys, so I'm taking profit rather fast. The only thing I can see them sweep now is actually this low. If that happens, that's going to be our stop, so that's why a half hour. So there's going to be one contract for me to enter it. Entry is on a 5-minute tap, and I want to take it back to the highs. That's going to be a 2.4. If you can take it to Asia high, that's a 3.4R. That means that we get a 1.5 for just giving a half hour. Clean trade. We had patience, let the market come to you, and then enter of it, take that long again. Again, the markets, a higher time frame is lower prices. So we're taking, if we take this, we take the entry, and immediately we want to see that reversal. We are trading again against the major trend, so this is why we take profit sooner. And if we don't get that entry point here, we are not taking anything. If it gets to Asia high before our entry, we will have to cancel our trade. So if it gets to this high, we will have to, that is Asia high, right? Yeah. So this is Asia high, actually, this last one, might put this as equal highs. So this is why, the reason why I believe we will take out this high is because we swept all sell side liquidity, only the low not. So the market has right here 2 options that it will do, or it's going to sweep Asia high, or it's going to sweep Asia low. But we're actually in the middle of it. So we're taking as low as we can that entry to take the max profit off of it for the highs. And this is a good trade. We have a 3.4R that we can take out of it. That's a very decent trade. En dan zei Sexy, ik moet 110% geven. Ik kan nu geen half waarheid zetten. Dan zie je dat van Hesten wat ik zeg. If anybody's up for it, I'll probably make sure that we have a little bit more mindset lessons coming up soon. So everybody keeps the mind cool and can actually tell me if they have any doubts or anything else that they have feelings about that they want to share. Probably a lot of traders have the same feelings. I actually know, most of the traders have the same feeling how the market feels to yourself. You probably all have the same ones. I want to go over them so that you guys can see that you're not alone, first of all, that got these kind of feelings, and second of all, that you also know they're not true. Because I know a lot of people have this word. I'm going to type it, I'm not going to speak out of it. And the only reason you have this is because you don't have this. That's the only reason. Because you don't trust the model yet. And again, it's just because it's money. Look, say that this was no money at the line right here. What actually isn't. But say that you didn't pay anything for it. It was free. And the only thing that we are trading with is marbles. So for every trade you get one marble. Where you used to play marbles on the street. When I was a kid, I used to play with it. And once we hit the other one, we got one extra. This actually gave the same feeling like we had here. Now, when you're grown up, you don't feel anything about a marble. You just say, okay, I have to give it because this is the rule. It's okay. So it's the same for trading. It's okay. Enjoy your weekend, Philip. Yeah, this is something we've been talking about. This is one of the things that we've actually been talking about, me and my wife. To actually open up a real educational school for traders with a mindset retreat on it too, so that you actually can learn live together with us instead of doing it alone. Excuse me for this, but doing it together with everybody. I'm looking for a space where we could do this. Not sure yet where, but probably not. And I'm not sure it will be Belgium at all. Maybe to start with, if we can find some local people to join, but afterwards maybe in a warmer land. A full retreat, so where you have mindsets on the one side, so that you learn how to take a break, be calm, learn to meditate, learn to master your mindset. And on the other side will be actually learning how to trade beside me, doing it step by step. So the mindset retreat will be for Alicia. She will keep you calm and learn you how to get relaxed once you get not happy because the trade did not go correctly, or you actually took a trade by not following rules. You will have to step away from it, and then you will have to go to the other side to take actually a time break off or a break, and then actually get calm again, relaxed again, to continue the work what you want to do. I am in for a camper van retreat. In a warm country. Yeah, I'll love to have this in a warm country. That would be the main idea also, that you could actually feel more comfortable. Look, here again, patience always pays. So We had the patience right now to do nothing. The market didn't take the high yet. We're still being patient, and look, it's slowly coming to our entry. People could have said, oh, we missed it right here, but still the market didn't move up, didn't move down yet. It's still slowly moving to your direction. So always let the market come to you. If it doesn't come to you, it's okay. We have patience for the next one. And this is something I want you all to learn from, actually.
Heb ik een limit in?
Hm?
Heb ik een limit in?
Yeah, I can limit them. This is going to be, like I said, a half hour for me, because we're trading against the major trend. That's all. That's the only reason. The major trend is still downwards at this point. We just took out a daily retracement, so the major trend is definitely selling us. We need to go lower. Nothing yet showed me we take out highs or something, so this is why half hour, because we're trading against major trends. Again, telling again, half hour, not a full hour. Be patient, let it play out. So that's going to be for me one contract, nothing more. We're going to be an $80 trade, so nothing to speak. But the 3R that we can make, so that means we make at least 1.5R back. With just a half hour giving, good trade. So I de-risk because I trade against the trend. If I trade with the major trend, if the market would have already shown us a 15-minute gap that we could long off of it, I would have given a full hour, of course. But at this point, the market didn't show me yet that the market want to go up. Look, hourly, nothing. We swept, we came in a value gap, we got rejected off the highs, and it's slowly moving this direction. So this is not showing me any strength yet that it wants to go up. The 4 hour, we tapped the 4 hour value gap right here. We got rejected. We took a low. So for me, because we took this low, if we didn't take, I want to see Asia low got taken actually at the start, not at the end part. So this is why I'm willing to risk a half hour run into it. Main idea is that we could maybe go to hit this level to the highs. So that would be 24,000. If we could hit that level, that means that we could get 7R out of it. So definitely a nice trade. But want to see how we get first to Asia high. And after that, we will see. Just be patient. I meant for a camper van retreat. I think I need a bigger van for that one. For a camper van retreat. Yeah. You can do self-hypnosis, very easy, Emily. You know you're doing it. If you're still doing those sentences every morning, you're actually doing it already. Self-hypnosis. Zet er nog in, Wesley? Is it? So this is why we gave those mindset sentences to say to yourself in the mirror in the morning. It's the same as hypnosis. You just hypnotize yourself. Actually, you get it from everybody already. Very true, Arjun. Try looking at the 1 minute candle. Very hypnotizing. Yeah. You will have to learn what your brain says. Yeah. Should look at, yeah, this can hypnotize you too for fire. This is why I said between Christmas and New Year, guys, take a break. It's good for your mindset to have a reset. So I got a limit order open at that 5 minutes for value gap right here. If I don't get a tap, like I said, I'm okay with it. I'm not going to chase anything. I just want to be patient until this gets tapped. So on 24,150. And the stop is that's this week's low. That's 24,060. And if we get to Asia high before that, we will have to take that limit order off. That's the only thing. Until that, we cannot do anything. Our limits are set. So here there's a limit order for me. I'll put it on the screen that you guys know. So everything's on the screen. So anybody wants to follow this trade, you can. All my trades have been doing live. So every trade that I do is live being tested in front of you. This month was not the best month. Let me see how much we got. On this month, I'm at live traded, of course. I'm at a 4.7, so 50% win rate. Yesterday did not take a trade. And on those 70 trades that I took, I'm still on 27 RWM collected live in front of you. No, I don't have a limit order for a short. So it's one or the other. I'm in long right now. I want to see this. I'm not in a long. I want to see the limit order to long off of it. If we hit Asia high, I'm going to be patient because I believe that we could actually hit to here, to 25,500. This is my main TP actually. So if you would watch that hourly, we can see we have here equal highs. This is an hourly without a wick, so we probably go take this out if we keep moving upwards. And then if we would see this here was a break of structure to the downside, and this is that move that we took yesterday, we could get it up all the way back to that 50 level. But I want to be sure to start taking profit at this level. We still miss like 200 points, I know, but I'm not willing to risk that part because we're trading against the major trend. And if this idea was correct and we move up and we didn't get that entry, also be okay with it. Look, we saw the market, we saw how it moved, we were patient, and then we need to get that right entry. Because if we take it on a different level, like say that we took it here on this bit higher. Oh, I got my... We still could get a 2.9, but that was not the way that I wanted to see happening. And I'm happy either way. If I get the trade, I'm happy, and if I don't get a trade, I'll be patient for tomorrow. So we just had news again at 9:30. So 10 again, 10:30 again. So we probably will have some small movements. So this was 9:30. So clean read on the market. The market just wanted to go up without having that tap. Yeah, it's going for Asia high right now. No doubt about it. So that will probably be no entry for us. No, I'm not in a long yet, guys. So my limit order is not in. Nothing happened yet. I'm also gonna tell why I believe this will get hit. So again, go watch the lesson on this little gap that we have here. We got one right here too on the other side. Okay, went down, so we also have a gap here. So we probably get that tap just because of the void that's there. Look, we got rejected of the high. Now if it comes down, it's gonna get our entry. And this is the key always. Just always let the market come to you. I know it's a boring game then, but it's easier than just to sometimes close your computer and don't watch it anymore. And you will see it later on if the entry came, yes or no. And always remember why you are doing this. Remember why you started trading. Remember why you wanted to learn this skill. Remember, it's important for yourself to keep remembering. Oh, ze stort. Misschien best niet afleggen.
Ik heb mijn brood opzetten.
Ah, je brood opzetten? Ah ja. So that's definitely an orb close now in the next 2 minutes to the upside, I believe. Yeah. So if this one closes in 2 minutes higher, we have an orb to the upside too. Again, clean read on the market, just a little bit unlucky that it didn't came to us, that's all. Nothing to do about it. Wat wel?
Ik kan wel eens de filmpjes al bekeken en mijn ding staat niet aan het werk.
Zie je iets dat leuk is, ja?
Er staan er nieuwe dingen op. Maar ik heb er echt een zekere paar. Ja, tenminste zekere paar. Oh, dat was een snelle slide. Wow.
So again, if we take out Asia high before we get hit, I'm taking the limiter off. I'm not leaving it. We will have to be patient then for the next entry somewhere. God, zoom uit. Echt.
Zie je dat er filmpjes waren of als er maar eentje is?
Kijk erin.
Ik heb net één gekeken en er stond er één met.
So this was an orb to the upside, definitely. So that would be our TP. We're almost out TP. It looks like it will hit that right now, very closely. We do got one more news coming up in about 2 minutes. So a very clean read on the market, very nicely done. The only thing was we didn't have that tap, so be okay. happy that we had a clean read of it, even in these less easy markets to read. Here's that news. And this will push the market probably to Asia high immediately. So if you didn't trade the warp, this could be an entry on that 5 minute for value gap that we had right here. We don't have this 15 minute can just easily retrace and then move further up. Well, this would be a clean entry of that 5 minute tap, this 3 minute right here. We'll probably hit this and then move further up from it. Now we've taken out this little thingy right here. So now it's that tap. So here we should move further up from. I would not want to see it come back all the way down here. So this would be the tap to continue the move to the upside. So even with this, look, we've been here 2 hours. Limit order was set. There was no entry yet. And still, you have to be okay with it. A trading day is a trading day. This was a good trading day. We had patience. We took everything what we should do. We followed the structured plan. We waited for an entry model to come. It did came. Here we had a change in delivery on a 5 minute and a little bit on a 15 minute too. We took out highs. We took out sell side liquidity, most of it. And now we're just hitting a 5 minute gap, and we probably hit for Asia high straight off of this. I don't see the markets hang around long here. The only thing is, there was no entry for us. That's okay. You probably will find another entry in about a half hour, 3/4 of an hour. You could find one more once we have a 15 minute for value gap created out of it to higher places. But at this point, we don't have one, so we need. There probably will come one here. In the next 15 minutes. So that was 2 hours of stream for me, everybody. Thank you for being here. So that was no entry. Again, if we hit Asia high, the limit order goes off of it. I'm not going to keep it open. Now we're going to look for another entry somewhere along the way, but this will not be. Het kan meeluisteren mee. It's a very good mic. So for everybody that joined, thank you for being here. Sadly enough, or yeah, we followed the plan, structured. That's all we need. So for anybody that I said, I would make that. I'll share my screen for a second. Make this. That does a continuation. I'll put those rules inside that you need to follow. I'll put everything inside. I'll share it in Discord. Take it out of my part of the channel. It will be under my name. You can take it out there and follow along. Anybody that wants to learn how to actually trade smart money moves and how to actually enter them on a right time, and that's not yet into my Discord, we have a free part of the Discord that you can join anytime, where everybody can actually get everything that you need already. There's everything that you need already inside. But if you want to join just the masterclass, you can. We have 2 options. If you're a new trader, you can actually go to the bootcamp of the trading. This gives you access to my lessons, my infos, my breakups, anything that you actually need. This is more for new traders that actually have not yet get profitable at all. The other one is the advanced part. This is actually for more person that actually already have traded before. I want to actually have more in-depth details from me and actually trade with me live, and also go with me one-on-one. This is the program for you. You have to apply for it. It's not for everybody, and it's very limited. I only have limited time, so the prices will not stay at this level. Once we get full, the price always increases after the amount of time, so it's up to you if you want to join. And I wish you all a very great trading session for the rest of the day, and I'll see you back tomorrow morning. Enjoy this afternoon in Discord, of course. Enjoy.